Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Unfortunately, the price action is starting to get a bit boring. At least that gives us a good impression about which wave we are most likely in. As you know, a wave 4 is one of the most boring wave patterns. Therefore, it could very well be that we are, as planned and as suggested, are in this wave 4 here in yellow. Because wave 4s are usually long. They plan to, or they try to bore you out of the market. So that's really what could be the case here. Before we really start, let me take out some of those entry boxes here, or at least that one out of the chart. Keeps it a little bit more clear on the chart. The idea is with this wave count, and you will know that if you've watched the previous videos, I'm not going to go through the entire wave count again in this video, but that this here is currently an A, B, C pattern. It could be a W, X, Y, and for a Y wave, we've got enough waves in place. Therefore, I highlighted here, top in place question mark. It is a wave pattern which is technically full, so we don't need to go any higher. Just be aware of that when you plan your trades. I think we will go higher. And especially as long as we stay above roughly 12.55, my assumption is we will go higher in a wave 5 of 3, okay? The reason is that if we hold 12.55, we're holding the support area for a wave 4. So A, B, C is the primary expectation. And in the C wave, we've done a wave 1, we've done a wave 2, we're now most likely in a wave 3. We will get a wave 4 and a wave 5. That's still the plan. As I said in the last video, the other possibility is a top is in place and we come down. That would become more likely if we drop really below that 12.55 level. At the moment, we are holding. But it could also be, and that's the other possibility I showed you in the previous video, that all of this was a wave 1 of 3, so it's just a slightly different wave count. And we would say, yes, wave 1 was done, wave 2 was done, but in this wave 3 here, we've really done only the wave 1. How would that look like? It would look like as follows, and it would mean we have also a temporary top in place, but let's say the uptrend hasn't ended yet, okay? It just means we are pulling back a bit stronger. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's absolutely possible because as you can see in this fifth wave, you've got a small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all fine. And you would count here a wave 1 top in place. We would now come down in an A, B, C pattern, a little bit lower. Most likely into the region between 1230 and 1284. However, also here, if we drop below 1184, then I'm going to go with we've got a real top in place here, and we're most likely going to test the $1,000 level scenario, okay? So primary scenario, the current one that you see on the chart. The alternative, the direct alternative is that this was a wave 1, we're coming down in a wave 2, just pull back a bit lower before we rally. And then if even that fails, then we have to assume a much more sustainable top has been made in place. And we're now dropping down to maybe $1,000 or lower. But here in the very short term now, as long as we're holding the 12.55 level, as long as that's the case, it's all fine. Yeah, ABC. It doesn't for me look like that this wave 4 is over. So I think we may come down a bit lower. Especially as long as we are in this channel. Draw this channel on your chart. It's a parallel channel you can draw, like this. And that can guide us very well further into the yellow support box between 12.55 and 12.70. So it would suggest the bottom hasn't been made here. Maybe one more leg down, finding support, and then a good signal that wave 5 is starting here. wave 5 of 3 would be if we break out of the trend line. Yeah, so keep an eye on that trend line. That's probably the best signal you can get. And the ideal target for this yellow wave 4 is, let's just draw that. The ideal target is 1268. Here, the 38.2% fib level. But if we come down one step lower, we are most likely going to see that 1255, 1256 level, yeah? The 50% fib level. It's just below that level. It's very unlikely that we are still in this particular wave count. And I would switch to the other one where we have a 1-2 setup here, okay? So that's my view about Ethereum, and then we should rally in a fifth wave of a third. That is at the moment still primary expectation. Looking at the target for this fifth wave of the third, we can do that as well, and we take, for that to calculate that, take the length of the wave 1 and we add it. Let's say we come down to 1255. The target, the first target would be 1328. The stretch target would be 1372. But then we would see a wave 4 and a wave 5, so it would just climb higher. All of that is most likely part of this higher degree wave 4, which would result in one more low. As long as we hold above $1,000, this entire pattern, maybe we come down first or not, we will see that after we reach the top here. This entire pattern, 1, 2, and then hopefully the 3, can take us to $3,000, right? That's currently still the view, as long as we're broadly holding above $1,000. But below 1,000, as indicated here, we should see 650. Okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.